And we are live. We are live. All right. All right.
Hey girl,
Hey, girl. Hey.
long time no see,
I
friend.
know, right? We actually got to change that. So it's cool and on here, but we got to see each other in person too. I definitely got to come and check out the new spot. Definitely.
Absolutely. Come on down to the Honey Haven. The bar
I
is
know
open.
that's
The bar
right.
is
I,
open, baby.
I know that's right. Too. Definitely. Definitely need the bar. Don't let me stop. But yeah, some days I'm telling you, woo wee. So I'm going to look on mine now and share it out to a couple of places. Um, let's see here. Make sure everything is straight. There we go. All right, all right. Since I have my other pages, I always want to make sure I can get over there.
You were a wild call.
Girl, got with the aliases. All right. So it says we got one person, which is probably me, sharing the live out. It gets about 5 minutes to get us a good warm up. Um, get going. Let's see here.
Let me turn my little phone over.
I normally I put mine on mute just in case people start. You'll be surprised who'll be calling in the middle.
The phone is dry until you actually are doing something. No calls this number except for somebody named Scam Likely and Potential Scam. They call me a lot. I don't know how they got my number, but none of my friends are named Scam or Potential. I
Right?
don't deal a lot with Potential, so
Not I don't do a
I'm
lot with
deaf.
potential. I love it. I love it.
None
I
of them.
love it.
None
So all
of them.
right. All right. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. If you guys are on Facebook or YouTube, whatever, if you guys can comment so we can see who is here and give you a nice little cute little shout out. Appreciate you. And if you can also share out the live. Today I'm with Miss Tiffany with the wow. I gotta do that too. I'm like, happy birthday. I had the wow going all the way across just to make it so exciting. So Tiffany is here, and Tiffany is going to be sharing with us some things that are personal to her, but she wants to share it with you guys. I think it's very important. And this is my girl for a long, long time. Tiffany has seen me in some of my crazier moments.
We're gonna leave that right where
Woo,
that's at. You was
child,
there. If you
yeah,
were there, you were
honey,
there.
tripping, okay? So Tiffany, no, ain't no judgment ever from this one here about nothing, okay? So with that being said, Tiffany, so please tell us about yourself. And how would your friends describe you?
Oh God. Well, I was
Oh,
born this Saturday. In October. I'm a Libra. Almost in the back of a Chevelle. I don't know what my mother was doing, but anyway, um, I'm just a girl, little country girl. Grew up in Southern Maryland. So while I love me the city and I'm a feral alley cat, nowadays I'm really truly a country girl at heart. A daddy's girl through and through. How would my friends describe me? Y'all gonna have to tell
mhm.
me. I think the common theme is crazy. I hear that. I hear
Yeah.
that I'm a little crazy, and I don't know what exactly that means. Um, but that's what they be saying
Yeah.
about me.
No, me as your friend, I will not say you crazy. I definitely will say you speak your mind. But I feel like I'm like that too, and I don't think that that makes us crazy. I think they just make us honest. Sometimes it may be too much for some people, right?
It
So,
might be. I think I'm an honest person. If I had to think about some characteristics of myself, I think the number one thing that I am is honest and objective. Um,
right,
and I think being objective and humble, those are probably
right,
the
right,
top three things. Very
right.
objective and very, very humble.
Right. Because I
about
mean, like sometimes you
everything.
have a strong personality. Some people who don't have that type of personality, they kind of feel maybe shrunken sometimes. I don't know if that's the right, word for it, but you're very, very lively. I think you're funny and fun.
I
So
think I'm an extrovert. I'm definitely an extrovert. And one of the
yeah.
things, and it's interesting because a lot of my friends are introverts,
Hmm.
um, and so one thing that I was told actually recently at work was that I give a voice to people who aren't comfortable speaking up.
Right.
And that kind of touched my heart. I almost had a thug tear. I was like, really?
It feel good,
Um,
don't it? Yeah.
but
Yeah.
everybody's voice matters. Even if what you're
Hmm.
saying is some bullshit, it still matters. It matters to you, so it matters to
Right.
me.
Right. And you might
Um,
be that filter for they may be too shy or they don't know how to say it to make it come across the way they want it to. Um, so I have Lauren Hill says she's an introvert's best friend.
hey,
So hey.
Lauren, Miss Lauren Hill. Lauren and I have
Okay.
been friends for a very long time. Hey, bestie. So Lauren, just like you, also has been there through the up, the down, the middle. Hey, girl. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, so what do you normally just enjoy doing? Like what is your normal go to for fun? And this is not a dating thing. This is just, just trying to get an understanding of what your life is like in general.
I am a person who generally draws their fun from others, who draws like I definitely have different streams fill my river. I'm an outside girl. Do I love being home sometimes? Yes. Do I love a nap? Yes. But I'm an outside girl. Um, but I also like to read, you know what I mean? It's like my Kindle
Right.
sits right here. So, I've set a goal. Like one of my goals for this year was to make sure I'm reading at least 2 books a month. And so far I've been doing, my partner bought me a Kindle for Christmas. So
Okay,
I've been
okay.
able to take my book on the go. And so that's been really helpful for me. Outside of that, I like to drink liquor. I mean, we keep it real. It's
Oh
unfiltered. I enjoy a good cocktail.
god. Hmm.
I enjoy my dog. My dog is sitting back here. So if you see a um little
That's
nigga
who
dog
it is.
retriever behind me, then that's
Mhm.
my dog Carter. But um, very general. My absolute favorite place is at the beach. I love
Yes,
the sun. I
yes,
want it
yes,
hot. People be complaining about the
yes.
hot. Burn me,
You right up in
baby.
it.
Burn me out. I'ma slather on that Hawaiian strap. I call it my bacon
Right.
grease. I'ma put that bacon grease on, and you can catch me outside on the beach
Okay.
in the heat or outside at the
Mhm.
pool
I
getting
definitely
black.
prefer outside in the warm than the cold. I'm not a cold. I can't do cold.
I cannot.
Um, hmm. I just want
I
to
don't.
do a shout out to. I want to make sure I'm saying her name right. Eileen Lopez. How do you say her
Yeah,
name?
that's
Okay.
we call her Allie. Allie and I
Eileen
have
said you are
been friends.
loyal, honey.
She can say that because Allie and I have been friends since the 8th grade, and I do
Oh
not recall
wow.
a time when we have ever had a falling out or an argument, um,
Okay.
ever. And that's my girl. That's my sister. I can't even call her
Okay.
a friend. That's 8th grade,
Yes, girl. I got one. I got a few of those. Yes, I
the
get it. Yes.
1900s. What? What?
Yes, honey. Yes. And they've seen it all and been there. So that's great. It looks like we have 10 people watching. Guys, you can do a comment so I can give you a shout out because I can't see who you are. So if you're here and you're supporting Tiffany, definitely comment because you want to give her support and whatnot. So if you guys can comment, that'll be great. So, Tiff, I asked you to come on here. We were going to talk about mental health. What do you want to share about with, your mental health?
Well, when we were, because we started this just as catching up about life in general, which is kind of how I guess I got here to talk about things with you. But during COVID was a very interesting time because I think that's really when society started to realize how important taking care of our mental health was. We all know we gotta check our sugar, we gotta check our blood pressure. You gotta go get your
Mhm.
colonoscopies and get your memories checked and all of that.
Yes,
But
yes.
I think there was such a stigma behind people who live every day with mental health, diagnosed mental health
Mhm.
issues. And it's just the stigma, it gotta go because everybody probably knows someone who is living with or suffering from some type of diagnosed mental health issue. And then on top of that, I think some mental health names like bipolar disorder or even things like ADHD and whatever. It's like, our society is so tied up with titles and having to
Right,
label things. I think it's kind of important to share those stories of people who really do live with these issues so that you can realize, so people aren't self-diagnosing.
right, right, right.
Right, because if you start to self-diagnose, you run the risk of making things worse for yourself, right? So,
Mhm.
I'm at a place now where I'm not ashamed. I have
Right.
bipolar disorder. I was originally diagnosed in 2001 when I
Okay.
was I was very young, and it's
Yeah.
crazy because when I first got the diagnosis, I didn't believe. I was like, y'all don't know what you talking about. I got a little stress going on. Yeah, things are going
Right,
on in my life. Yeah, but you're not about to just sit up here because in my mind, when I hear like, oh, bipolar disorder, it just meant that you was crazy. Like
right,
I'm
right,
thinking,
right.
at
That's
the time I'm a little
yeah,
girl, I'm young. So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
mm,
yeah.
like maybe I got some shit with going on, but it's not hardly that serious. And so
Right.
I ignored the diagnosis and went on about my happy days, not realizing that those them happy days are really hypomanic days. But
Right, right. Like, so what? If you don't mind sharing, like, what led you to be your diagnosis? Was it just like a day you were feeling like something not right, or you were just,
yeah, I
going
was
through something?
stressed. I was in the
Yeah.
military. I was in the army. Go
Mm,
army! I was in the army at the time, um, and so I was young. I was like 19, 20. So
right.
I had I was married. I got married when I was 18.
Okay. Okay.
Because I was grown. I was 18. Couldn't
Yeah.
nobody tell me shit. Um, and during that time, I got married on September 7th of 2001, and then September 11th happened. And I found
Wow.
out on that day that I was pregnant.
Wow. Wow. Sis. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a
I
lot. All
said,
the what?
oh,
Yeah.
how did that happen? So it was a lot. And so subsequently that ended up like in a miscarriage, and so I was just really stressed. I'm a young girl, I'm in the
Yeah.
military, I'm away from home, like you
Right.
know it's all of those things were going on. And so I went to see a counselor just to
Hmm.
be like, because I was in the military, so of course they want to try to do
Right.
their best to take
Right.
care of me. And so I went to see a counselor, and I was having regular visits, and that's when he was like, it
Right.
really, given what you're saying, it really sounds like you have bipolar disorder. And I'm like,
Hmm.
maybe you're not hearing me.
Right. Right. Right.
Maybe
Like,
you're
how
not hearing
you
what I
get to
said.
this? Yeah. How you get to this conclusion? Do you know what you're doing? Yeah.
Yeah, like, where you
Yeah.
go to school, sir? So,
Right.
so that's kind of where the,
Yeah.
that's kind of where the seed was planted. Because again, I'm 18, 19, 20.
Right.
I know what I'm talking about.
We thought we knew it all back then, honey. And Christine Bale said, "Hey, that's my girl."
Hey,
So
girl.
I love that you have so many people on here supporting you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
Chrissy's
didn't mean to.
that's my high school buddy.
Okay.
We won't talk about our past. You just had to be there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of where it started. That's
Okay.
where it started. Learned of how baby. Well, I first heard the term,
Right,
but
right.
also with that, I specifically remember not being explained how
Okay.
that conclusion.
Right, right.
So that's where we were.
I know they probably have like different methods, and stuff. I went through something back in 2016. I probably already had depression anyway, like when my mom passed away, and I was so young and being a mom and just life, right? But there were times that it just got to be a lot. And one of my favorite cousins was like we're more like siblings, our. and was his life was taken. He was unalive. I mean, use this for online language. And I was like, I just went into the doctor. I said, look, this is a lot, and I need to talk to somebody. Blah 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 blah. And it gave me a list or of questions, and I had to put how I felt, what went through my mind and stuff like that. Is that the same type of like thing that you had to do when you went in, or they just let you talk, or did they? What kind of assessment, I guess,
No,
did
it was a
they
little
do?
bit more than that. I mean, so fast forward, I
Mhm.
got out of the military. I moved to LA with my then husband, Esco. We are, but
Okay.
see, when we met, you met me as Tiffany Escobar, right?
Right,
So,
right. Yes,
so
yes,
yeah, and he has passed away. I don't know if you remember, he
yeah,
passed
yes.
away. Coming
Remember?
on, it'll be
Hmm.
4 years soon. So rest his soul. But I moved out to LA with him, and life just kind of carried on. And then through a series of different tragedies, I ended up back in therapy.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
similar, just in talking about my behaviors, um, mainly the main one I will say was the impulsiveness
Okay.
and risky behaviors. And
Mm.
by risky, and mind you, I'm not a healthcare professional, so by any means, just so y'all know, I am not trying to diagnose anybody else. I'm
Yeah.
telling you
You're sharing
how
your
it went,
experience,
how it
y'all.
went
You're
down
sharing
with
your
me.
experience.
Um,
Yes.
and by risky, I mean it could be hypersexual. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Right,
Like
right.
meet people in the bar and go home with them,
Hmm.
whatever.
Oh.
It could be definitely things that if you were in not such an elevated state that you would never do. Spending, you
Mm.
know, treat yourself to a whole new level. And not
Right.
only is it impulsive, you really there's like this feeling of grandiosity, right? And so you really don't have control. You know you're doing it, but you have to
Right.
tell yourself that this is great.
Right. You're not even
I'm
thinking
having
about the consequences or anything. You just like this, yeah, in the moment of okay.
no, and and a lot of these folks that are, here and that know me, one of the things that I realized when I was like, I probably should share more about some of my experiences is because of that stigma. The thing about hypomania or mania, if you've ever experienced full on mania, is that it's a good for unless you're destructive when you become hypomanic, it's a good time, baby.
Mm. Mm.
Listen, I'm buying the bar
Right. All drinks on you, huh? Mm.
on me. And I don't care about the tab. I don't run.
Right. Right. Wow.
No, I don't care.
Wow.
If I'm having a good time, I don't care if this man might take me in the basement, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, and strangle me. But we just gonna have to stay
Have a
for
good
God.
right. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I would
Wow.
text my friends like, girl, met somebody. This is tag number. If you don't hear from me by 11 a.m. And it's not like
Wow.
it wasn't be like a one time thing. It's like I'm
Yeah.
always just hopping in a cab, don't tell nobody what I'm doing. Just
Just yeah,
being
impulsive.
impulsive. Some people I've heard steal. And these are not
Mm.
thieves. These are not people
Right,
who
right.
are thieves. These are people you would trust around your wallet, right?
Mhm.
But in their hypomania phases, it's like a rush. Like they just be stealing. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't even need the shit.
Wow.
Um
That's interesting because what was her name? Winona Ryder. Is that her name? The actress. I mean,
maybe
she
she was
had
in
all these.
Bloomingdale's or something.
Yeah, Saks Fifth Avenue. She was somewhere and she was shoplifting. And I don't know if she's ever been diagnosed with something, but everybody was like, why? You know what I mean? Like you have everything you probably could possibly want, and you're in here stealing for what? It didn't make any sense.
Mhm.
But wow, Tiff, like I would have never put that together. Like, when people I've seen, people that I know behave that way, and I didn't know what it was. But to know that that could be a symptom of that, that's wow. I didn't
And if
know.
people didn't know, I mean, now my nucleus is what I call them, my inner
Mhm.
circle. I've had to accept. It took years. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
probably over a decade, honestly, to accept that I really do something is
Right.
really not wired right. And the thing about it, Co, is because my natural personality is a driven personality, because I am goal oriented, because if I set my mind to
Right.
do something, I'm handling my business. If I never told anyone, no one would
Mhm.
ever know. No one would
I
ever
would have
know
never
because
known.
on paper, because guess what? I'm still going to work. You know,
Right. Hmm.
have been very blessed to be great at my career.
Right.
But if
Right.
I haven't slept in a couple of days, um, but my makeup looks great and I'm still going
Right.
to work every single day on time and I'm performing very well because I get hyper focused on something
Right.
to my job, they're like, "Oh my God, she's so dedicated.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
fuck you in this job for real, but this is my task. This is for me. This ain't even for
Right.
you."
Right. Right.
Like,
Think about
you know
y'all.
what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
so,
Hmm.
my experience has just been that it's the luck on the outside, the resume,
Right.
if you
Right.
will. I was able to buy the houses, have the car. I bought my first house at I was 29,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. I
So
was. Yeah.
it's like, and for me, my friends, I remember my friends, my family be like, "You don't even seem like you're that proud of yourself." And I'm like, well, it's not that I'm not, like, I am proud of myself, but for me, it was one of those, like, it's just like a box check. And I was
Right.
just chasing
Right.
this high, if you will.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It wasn't
Hmm.
really, you start a lot of projects. I started, oh my God, so
Ooh.
let me not look around this house too much because you'll see
Right.
many and many of,
Wow.
couple of days. Let me stop taking these medicine. Let me stop taking my meds,
Oh, wow.
which I do. I stopped taking
Hmm.
them. I can admit that. I hope my psychiatrist don't be watching, but I stopped taking them.
Yeah.
It's the
So
nature.
did
It's the
you?
nature of the disorder, honestly. Because
Right.
when you're on
Right.
meds and you're regulated, you feel fine.
Hmm.
It's like,
Like, why do
see,
I still
need
need
this
this?
shit.
Yeah.
You can take
Right.
this.
Right. I got it. Yeah. Mm.
So I really just felt like like I said, one of the things people would say about me is that I'm honest.
Right.
Um, and I finally realized that I don't have to tell my innermost secrets and
Right.
things to share because there
Yeah.
may be another person somewhere that feels alone, that
Yeah.
might feel ashamed
Yeah.
because they feel like nobody else will understand, or my favorite one, you just making an excuse for your bad decisions.
Hmm. That one. That one. That one. Because people, I mean, I think in our community, being the Black community, I feel like we don't acknowledge mental illness like we should. Like, there's a thing about admitting, that you have a problem. It's like it's a weakness of some level. If you saying something about a therapist, what? I got Jesus. I don't need therapy. You throw religion in there, right? God will supply all my needs.
Well, God need
And
to provide you some Prozac and a mood stabilizer. Shit.
I mean, he has doctors for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's him providing in that way, and you need to go and seek help because I'm telling you, constantly in the news, we're seeing people who look like us doing some wild stuff or some, and I'm just like, I'm honestly just like, when this kid was young or this teenager, because I think sometimes some things don't even show up until later. I'm not a mental health professional, but from what I know, like sometimes it'll start showing up later. And it's like parents sometimes I feel like they don't want to see it, or they may know something is up, but they're like, no, I don't want to, or they may be too busy or whatever. They brush it off. And even in the school systems, if a kid is in trouble a lot or going through a lot, they might just think it's growing pains or this is just how this kid is sometime, and they don't take it seriously.
And not
So
that, especially in our community, it may be a matter of resources and education. Because if
right,
you're I'm not even gonna say single mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say that. If you are a
Mm,
household, let's make a play make believe here. If you're in a household, mom is working and dad is also working, and they are wonderful parents. They are teaching you your pleases and your thank yous, and they're doing the best that they can. That does not mean that they have the understanding of mental health disorders. That does not mean that they have the financial means to go get
yeah,
the help. That does not mean that they, oh look, but look, hey, that's so cute. That does not mean that, that they know where to go, where to
yeah.
start, or have the extra hour
Mm-hmm.
plus or the PTO to take off and do all of the
Right,
research that they may not have it. There are only 24 hours in the day and you're supposed to sleep for 8. I don't know who
right.
doing that, but it
Who said?
ain't me.
I know I don't get 8 hours at all.
So
Christine
it's
Bell
just
said,
not their fault sometimes. Sometimes
right,
you can only do what you can do with what you have.
the best that
And
you
if
have.
people will say, oh well, if it's important to you, you would do it. If they wanted to, they would make time. Shut the fuck
Not
up.
with that. Not with that. Not with that.
Please shut
Not
up.
with that. Right. Not absolutely not with that. It's totally different. Your friend Christine Bell said, I honestly didn't recognize my behaviors until I heard relatable things from Tiff and her being honest with me. And not a lot of friends will be honest about mental health. And that's true. Even I'm gonna tell you, even with postpartum depression, people will
That's
they
hard.
just try to go through it. They don't want to be, labeled as a bad parent, mom, this whole thing. So they keep it to themselves, and then
And then
all
next thing
hell
you
breaks
know, they
out.
didn't drove the minivan into the river, and people are like, "Oh
Yeah,
my God, she's horrible! I can't believe how would you?" As a mom, I would never. You know
right.
what? If you
Yes,
don't
yes,
understand how someone could get to that point, be thankful that you don't understand.
right, right, right.
Be thankful that you
Absolutely.
don't get it. Now,
Hmm.
could some of this not be a mental health issue? And you just an evil ass bitch?
Of course,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Because we're not going to label everything mental illness.
we not because
A lot of people
you're
just
not gonna do
evil.
that. You
Right, right.
sometimes you are very much aware of what you're doing and you know you on some
Hmm.
foolishness, and what you're not
Right,
about to do is lump your foolishness in with people who are living.
right,
Because and you'll
right.
notice, like, I don't say like I struggle with.
Hmm.
Everybody's gonna have a struggle whether you have some mental health issues or not, because life is hard.
Every day, every day. We're
Life
both
is hard.
feds, so we already know every day.
You might have a day where you don't want to get out of bed. The problem
Hmm.
is that when you physically cannot get out of bed for several days, and
Yeah,
this lasts for a week or more, and it's followed by that heightened phase I was telling you about. So
right, right.
there has been periods where I have literally called off of work because I cannot physically get out of bed. And no, I
Yeah,
don't want to go take a shower because taking a shower is a big task when I
right, right.
get into a depressive phase. I don't even recognize that my house is a mess and I
Mhm.
haven't taken a bath and all of these things. And then finally I kind of start coming up out of that. I'm like, bitch, why you
Right,
and you start
right,
looking around like,
right.
you don't
What
go
you?
wash
This
your
how you
hands.
living right now? Yeah, like come on, get it together.
Chop
Pep talk.
chop.
Yeah, look, need a little pep talk here. Like, what's
Little
going
pep talk.
on?
And then that's followed, sometimes immediately by you go straight up. The
Right.
line goes straight like that. It's not always
Hmm.
like that, but that them highs and them lows, and then literally not having control of it. And when I finally come out of it or whatever, and or it may take a couple nights stay at the hospital.
Right, right,
Uh,
right.
the first time my family, like my mom and dad, my
Hmm.
family learned that I was struggling because I hadn't told them either. I had been on
Right.
medication and things like that, but I hadn't told anyone. They knew I was going through
Hmm.
things. My
Hmm.
last fiance had passed away, and they
Right,
knew I was going
right.
through things, and so naturally that's hard. But they didn't know
Hmm.
that I had been before that
Right,
happened,
right,
before the
right.
armed robbery, before the carjacking,
Woo!
before the deaths and all of
Oh
way before that. I
yeah.
have already been struggling. So again, on the outside, they're like, damn, Tiff, you just a strong black woman. Like,
Right.
I aspire to be like you and be strong. And I'm
Hmm.
like, bitch, no, you can have all this
Right,
actually.
right, right, right.
The first
Yeah,
time
to
they
keep
found
that strong
the
stuff.
first time they found out is because I had to call my mother and tell her that I was in the hospital and I didn't know when I was coming out.
Wow. I can only imagine. She was like, "What? Like,
She
what's
didn't know
going
what
on?"
she had no
Yeah,
idea what was going on. She was like,
yeah.
she's like, you got the flu? Like, you got
Right,
pneumonia?
right, right. What's going on here? Yeah. Wow.
I'm like, no, I'm in the hospital. I'm not gonna have access to my phone, and I'm not allowed to have visitors. Not right now.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Wow.
call you when I can. So stay by your phone.
Hmm. Wow.
And I have been blessed, and many, especially in our community, many people do not have the level of support
Right,
a
right,
family to just wrap their arms around me, whether I'm being or
right,
oh, okay,
right.
wrap their arms around me and
Yeah.
say, we love you. And
Right.
whatever healthy looks like for you,
Mhm.
we on what you on. We're gonna be
Right,
here when you up. We're gonna be here when you're down. We're gonna be here to help you get out that bed to go wash your ass because it's been two
right.
days. Okay. Like
Yes,
we're gonna help
yes.
you with that. And me being a prideful type of person that I am,
Mhm.
sometimes it was hard because you deal with a lot. It's shame. I don't
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
a burden, and I think a lot
Right, right.
mental health aside, a lot of people just don't want to be a burden because we
Burden other
know
people.
everybody got some shit going on.
Right. They really do. They really do. ADHD, depression. I mean, like, especially in this climate nowadays. I mean, like, and I do agree though. I think COVID did a lot to a lot of people. There was a lot of isolation. And humans normally like to be around other humans on some level, but you couldn't even go see your family. You couldn't, and it was like fear, the 6 feet rule. One day it's 6 feet, then it's like, oh, that don't work. It's airborne. It's this, it's that, and it's just like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
And
So,
sidebar, can we bring the 6 feet rule back? Because why you
girl,
breathing on me? And I'm not afraid of COVID or nothing like that. But
yeah, yeah,
back up.
right, right. I just
You
So
just
I see
on
people on the
me.
train, girl. They be having their mask on, and then I guess I just felt so confined with the mask. I'm just like, oh, maybe I had too much going on. Maybe I had the mask, I had the wig, I had a coat. I was just like, oh, I'm too covered up. I gotta, I want to
Girl.
breathe. So I'm going out maskless, and I told my sister, I put it in the
Listen,
Lord's hands.
firstly, the mask, let's talk about, we gonna detour a little bit because the mask, there's, Lord, you don't even have to forgive me, and I'm not sorry for what I'm about to say. Them masks be dingy as shit. They are disposable, one time use. It's saying on the box. So why are
Oh
y'all
no!
outside? Why are you on this train with this dingy ass mask? Where you even got the mask? I look like you found the mask on
Right.
the corner and you just strapped it around your ears. Have you even washed behind your ears?
No,
And
the
so
mask is showing the protection. It's showing you all the what it's caught, what it saved you from.
no,
Right, right.
it's
You
a
was
no for
holding
me,
on to them
dog. And
things,
I'm
honey.
like, and I know your breath stink. I'm like, it's just so much. And again,
Oh gosh.
with me, my little racing thoughts, don't let
Right,
me be in
right,
my head because I'll be sitting there like, oh my God,
right.
yes, I'm judging. Here's the thing. Yes,
And
I'm
her,
judging. I'm judging.
and
I'm
person's
judging
like, why is she looking at me like that? What's the problem?
because I'm judging you. Because why your mask dirty?
Oh gosh,
Because
terrible,
I see you on
terrible,
the train
terrible.
yesterday at the same time, and I know that's the same dingy
Man,
ass blue GW hospital
they couldn't
mask.
find the other one. They didn't have no extra
Well,
one.
when they was in the hospital, they should have stole a couple more. They have them sitting out there. They free. You don't even got to steal them. They give them
Oh
to you. Tell them you
gosh,
needed to go back.
gosh. Oh man, I tell you.
Tired of
The
this
mask,
shit.
our girl Chantel made us. I got some masks from her. She was making some designs, and I bought some from her. That was cute, real cute washable masks and stuff like that. So it was amazing how people were able to make something out of those times. But yes, those ones from the hospital was a hot mess. It was a hot mess.
They need to cut it out. And why do people like European wax? Uh,
Oh God.
this ain't a plug for the European wax girlies, but we don't want to wear the wax in there. You got to be all up in my meow meow.
Right, right.
So I mean, and I feel like they want people. Why? Why we
Right,
still had to wear
right.
the mask at the European West? If you don't come down here and snatch these heads
Heads and get on.
and
Let's
get
get on
up,
and go.
because I can't breathe. My coochie about to be hurting for a couple of minutes, and I can't breathe. Let me live my life. It's too much.
Oh,
It's too much.
let me read this comment from your girl Lauren. She said, "I didn't know how much I hated those masks until I had to wear glasses full time. Baby, the fog."
This people are, bitch, I can't see.
Yes,
I need some
yes,
windshield wipers. What was
yes.
his name? The
I
actor
don't
that
even
used to
know.
have the glasses.
I don't know, but I know exactly who you talking about. Yes,
I'm
yes.
already fucking
Like,
blind. I might as well take the glasses off.
right. Like what? It's like pick a struggle here. Like pick like what I'm gonna do. Can't see nothing.
Can't see.
So it's
Ears
like
be
little.
itching.
I feel like it's little things like that, and and on top of other stressors, we just push somebody right over the edge. It just
Over the
pushes.
edge.
It's just like okay, now that's enough. My glasses fog. I'm about to lose it over here. That was it. So but and yeah, in all seriousness, I definitely feel like that time, COVID did a huge number on people, and I think being in the house all the time, probably being with their families full
Child.
time
And
because they don't go to work and get
that's
away
if you
from
had a
them.
good family, because I think for me, I remember one of the concerns that I had were people who I knew that were living in abusive environments.
Yeah. Yes.
um, or people who I knew were dealing with some mental health issues and they didn't
Hmm.
have the support in home, or maybe they
Right.
were living alone and
Hmm.
did not have access to proper medication management. So I'm
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
veteran, so I get my care through the VA, and so I was blessed
Okay.
that during that time the VA was very quick to make sure I had telehealth and that my medicine was
Right.
being mailed to me and da 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 da. Again, like I said earlier, resources.
Right. 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 Because if you didn't have those resources, it could have went another way. You could have tried to, like the church says, dope, but you could have been, going down that road, which some people have done to self
To self
medicate.
medicate. I mean,
Yeah.
like I told you, I love my cocktails.
Hmm.
Um, I probably drink every day. I'm not
Hmm.
drinking to the point like y'all gotta put me on what's that show? Intervention. We don't have to go in the
Right.
room
Right.
and say, Tiffany, we're here today because
Right.
we love you. And I miss the sister that I
Yeah.
had, and I miss going
Yeah.
to the lake. We ain't there. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
by the grace of God. I'm not there, but I can tell you that there was a time
Hmm.
before I started taking medication to manage my symptoms of the bipolar disorder. There was a time when I definitely was, hitting a bottle or whatever. And
Right.
and
Right.
and thankfully, I I've never done any hard drugs. The most drugs I've ever done is smoke a little bit of this. If there's this plant, I don't know if y'all heard of it. There's this
Right.
plant. It grows in the
I
wild,
know
and
what
like I don't know how I did it, but it caught on fire this one day. And I slept.
No.
Well, girl, the thing it caught on fire, and I didn't, like I had some type of effects from the smoke inhalation.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's crazy, and
Gotcha.
so
Gotcha.
but a lot of people abuse this
Right.
plant. It's crazy.
Hmm.
So I don't know if people call
Right.
it a drug or not, but I know some people use it as a drug. Um,
Hmm.
Other than that, and my uncle
Yeah.
Tito,
Right.
um,
Adulting is hard, as your cup says. Yes. Yes.
it is.
Yes. It is.
Other than that, I've never done any hard drugs.
Right.
And
Right.
and I say it jokingly because I'm old. If I ain't saying nothing, I'm gonna talk some crap. But I
Right.
say it jokingly, but I said the reason why I've never tried cocaine is because I
Hmm.
already know I'ma like that shit. That
Right.
joint sounds fun. Oh
So, no,
my
we're not
God.
even gonna go down there. Yeah. I go down that road,
Yes.
they ain't gonna come back. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not messing with it. I don't even ride white
Right.
horses at the fair. Nope. Because
Right.
I already know
Hmm.
that looked like a good time.
Good
So
time. Right.
but everyone
I
has
get it.
not been in environments where or had the mental capacity to control that, because I think a lot
Right.
of times besides those who were exposed to drugs unknowingly, I think a
Right.
lot of
Right.
times in an effort to self-medicate because they don't have the resources or they don't know or whatever about their actual
Mhm.
mental health disorders, next thing you know, you're on
Right.
meth.
Right. They might just say, "Oh, I might not feel right, or I might not feel even. Well, let me try this. Oh, I feel good when I do this.
And you're with
This is
your
this is what
friends.
helps me. Yeah, yeah, and we're having a good time. I don't, I can't remember exactly where I was, but they were saying, oh, I'll make up some names. Johnny, was having some issues with Beth, and well, Beth sold something, child, took out all the money and went and bought a $150. What are those Mercedes trucks? I don't even know
Oh,
the
a
name of them.
G-Wagon.
Yes, and it was just like like just randomly, and so they were like, yeah, he's trying to get his wife, and I was just like, wow, you know and
Tripping.
this is the type of stuff that was going on, in their marriage. So if I'm not going to get too deep, but do you ever feel like in your relationships, like people you were involved with knew, did you share that with them? Do you remember like seeing it play out
Oh,
at times
yes.
in relationships too?
Sometimes no, like in the past, but I'm in a relationship now. Actually, matter of fact, what day is it? It's April the 8th. I met this man. I want to say April the like 12th or 13th of last year. So we've been together for a year now. Um, but one of the things I told him up front was that that I do have bipolar disorder.
Okay.
And I told, I was very, very open with him up front I shared with him some of the things. I asked him to kind of look out for some of the
Right,
things.
right,
And of course, new relationships, you're gonna have some disagreements, you're gonna tussle a
right,
little bit.
right.
And I shared with him the support that I would need
Mhm.
as we learn each other
Right,
because
right,
I'm
right,
still learning me.
right, right, right. Absolutely. Right.
I'm still learning me. And so if we're gonna do this thing,
Mhm.
there are some things like you would this with relationships that's foundational. There are things,
Right.
what are your I don't really give a damn what you like.
Mhm.
I need to know with the absolutely no, these are hard no's. I'm not dealing with this in a relationship type
Right.
of stuff.
Right. Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
If you
Period.
homophobic, this ain't finna work because everybody, all my
Right.
friends gay and
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
other or fluid or I don't know, had
And
too
there's
much
so much fun too, because I've been
drink too
around
much
them.
tequila and you be
Right.
gay for the night. I don't know. So if you have an issue with that,
Yeah.
we have different political opinions
Right.
or things that I feel strongly about that you feel strongly about and we can't agree.
Mhm.
It doesn't make
Right.
you a bad person. It doesn't make me a bad person.
Right. 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 We
But
just
you can
gotta
get the
match.
fuck on. You can get on.
Right. Right. It's not gonna work. It's just not.
It's not
Period.
gonna work. But yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely in this relationship in particular,
Mhm.
made sure that I shared that. And some people may disagree with this, but I do apologize when it's been a year, so I have experienced some hypomanic episodes in the
Right.
last year.
Right.
I have, and he's been here with me through those. They were not easy for
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
And so once I would come out of those things, I would sit down and be like, it's hard for men. All y'all. Yeah, I'm generalizing. So don't
Yeah.
come. You can
Yes.
come for me if
Yes.
you want. I
Yes.
don't care. Sit down. We can talk about it. But sometimes it's hard for men to really express their feelings. But after I would kind of come to, if you will, I'd be like, so what was that experience like for you? Because I
Right.
usually don't really recollect. I mean, I could look at my credit card
Mhm.
statement
And
and be
see.
like,
Yeah.
oh, me and Amex had a time, baby. They
Right.
should have never gave me.
We
Don't
was
give these. Don't
balling,
give me no
balling.
credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all had it.
Yeah.
Y'all, I was doing good. I was heavily
Mhm.
medicated when my credit got good. Oopsie. But
Right.
that's also a key to a good relationship. If you're a person who lives with some type of mental health diagnosis, whatever it may be,
Right.
it's imperative for your
Mhm.
safety that you're open with somebody if they're going
Yeah.
to go through the life journey with you. you be doing yourself, and it's not fair to them because guess what? They don't have to stick with your ass.
Right, right.
Maybe they don't want
They
to
have
deal
a
with
choice.
you
They don't
messing
want
up
this.
the
Is too
money.
much. Yeah, this is too much. And I think too, with that being said, because I'm definitely gonna have some more shows about dating and stuff. I think Boots. Boots was on here a couple of weeks ago, and we did something about dating and stuff. And we're like in our close. Well, I think I'm older than you, but closer. In our late 40s and 50s, and then
Oh,
you
I'm
know.
33, but yeah.
Oh, you 33? Okay.
I'm
We
holding
go.
steady right here.
So being that I'm much older than you, let me tell you how the old folks doing this now. But I feel like at our ages, and you're going into something like you need to be upfront. You need to be comfortable with yourself enough that you can tell people, and if they can't accept it, then you okay, well you can't accept it, and then just keep on moving without wasting people's time. Is
Yeah, and
that
you don't have
really
to be a
happening?
jerk.
No, but that's how it should be. I shouldn't be still the representative thing. Like we middle age, you still just showing your representative. You keeping out important things that I need to know. You hiding kids. You know what I'm saying? They
Baby,
still do
that's
that.
another episode.
They do that. You can come back for that episode. I'll put you down. We can come back. We can definitely talk about that, honey. Yes, yes. Hiding kids. By the way. What you mean? Oh, by the way. No,
BT Dubs on the 12-year-old, my guy.
sir. Yes.
Or
Oh, I got four
hold
kids
on,
in the 10.
or
Yeah.
ma'am, because let's not act like it's not some females out here that didn't have some kids and they want to be alley cats, and then
Uh-huh.
the father is raising their
Raising the
children,
kids. Yes, because they want to.
raising their baby goats. They raising
Mm-hmm.
them baby goats,
Hmm.
and you ain't nowhere to be found.
Ooh.
Let's not play make believe,
Yes. Yes.
because
Yes.
ladies,
Mm-hmm.
you've been exposed.
Right. I mean, I've seen situations. I didn't even know this person had no kid, and I'm sitting there and I see stretch marks, but people can have stretch marks from anything. You know what I mean? And I don't even remember. I just probably just started asking questions somehow. But anyway, the person ended up saying, "Well, yeah, I have 3 kids," and I'm like, "What the heck your kids at?" Oh, they with such and such. Not even the dad. It was the kid was with somebody else. The kids were so you kept having them, and then you just sent them off to this person, and they were okay with that. Look at it all. Like, hey, I want to be on this. Hello, mommy, give me some attention.
You know
And
what
it's
it
like,
is? I'm gonna tell you about this. Carter want his shout out
yeah,
because
okay.
in my depressive times, it really is true. I remember there was one time, this is probably real personal, but I don't mind sharing
Share
this.
what you want, honey. Share what you want.
But there was one time, when I had a suicidal episode.
Mm.
I've actually had several from
Oh
being. If I
wow.
keep it 100, since y'all really want to get to know.
Yeah. You see, I didn't. I
Uh,
don't even think I was going to ask that, but thank you for sharing. Okay,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
mean,
Yeah.
'cause my truth is my truth, whether I like it or not,
Right.
right?
Right.
So I've had four of those
Oh
attacks,
wow.
and
Tiff.
so one of them was one of them, and I'm giggling because it's just kind of crazy. I was so gone. That was actually a happy day for me. Like I remember
Wow.
feeling I wasn't down at all because I
Yeah.
had already reconciled in my mind that I lived a good life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, people are gonna be really sad, but I think they'll be okay.
Right. Wow.
I'm leaving a really nice house, a couple of cars, like
Hmm.
they'll be okay, right? And when I just so happened to have therapy that day. And I had my regular therapy session, it was cool.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, so I'm gonna put you on the schedule for this day." And I was like, "Oh no, don't even worry about it." Again, nonchalant, like I ain't like it ain't.
Yeah. Like it ain't a big deal.
I
I
was
ain't
like,
gonna be
"Oh,"
here next week.
I was like,
Like,
"Oh, I'm not gonna be here." He was like, "Oh, you going on another trip?" Because I love traveling, right? He was like, "Oh,
yeah.
another trip." I was like, "No, no, 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 no. Today's it. I'm this it for me." Like
I made my mind up.
I
Wow,
said,
Tiff.
girl, it was great. Like now I can look back and be like, "Oh, I
Wow.
know some angels looking up at my phone."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh no, my son has an award ceremony on Zoom later this afternoon, and then I'm done." Next
And
thing I
you
know,
been
be
done,
bitch,
done.
the police
Yeah.
I was getting a knock on my door. It was police and an ambulance at my door, and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
and look, and I'm still tripping.
Yeah.
I was
You know, look
like,
at
I
out here. What
said,
they
what the,
doing?
the damn? I said, boy, hold. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, hold on, real quick. The police is at my door, and I'm tripping because
Right.
this dog right here.
Yeah.
The police came in my house, and I just broke down. This dog sat at my feet the
Mm,
entire time. He did not.
right.
He did not leave my feet
Carter.
at all.
Oh, so
The
sweet.
mommy, thank
That's so
you.
sweet.
Now he's also scared of bumblebees, even though he weighed 90 pounds.
Who not? Shoot, I weigh more than him and I'm scared of him. Shoot.
It's a dog. How you supposed to help me with my anxiety and you got anxiety? The fuck?
Right, right, right.
But
Listen,
it's
y'all
true.
can help each other.
Has
Shoot.
helped.
Yes, yes. Y'all can help each other.
Y'all
Yes.
know, and you look, you met Carter and everybody who doesn't like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because they come out, they be like, "You got a horse."
Right, sweet. It's sweet.
I'm
Sweet.
like, "He just
Yeah.
gonna sniff your ass and he
Right.
won't
And
sit
then
down."
check you out, make sure you straight. But wow, because I mean, I never thought of it like that. I mean, you just gave an insight because I think a lot of times people think people who are suicidal in that way, they just think they're sad, they're super sad. But it's like you had your mind made up to where you're like, oh, they'll be okay because I did this and I got all this stuff set out and I'm going to, you know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
even thinking it's going to tear them apart that you're gone, that you know what I mean? Like it, and I tell people all the time, I don't think when people make that decision that they're thinking about it in a selfish way. They're not thinking about it, and, you know, oh, it's a selfish. I'm like, I don't think that they're thinking about that. They don't want to hurt anybody. It's just that we don't know what's going on in their mind, the fight that they're having. So like so bipolar, and I probably should have asked the definition or whatever, but it seemed like it's a lot of things all together. A different
Yeah.
because I feel like I heard ADHD in there on some level, the depression part, and I think suicide. Like it's just a lot. That's a lot.
It's
And
a
you're
lot. I mean, and I think that, again, I'm not a medical professional, but the general market,
right.
I think in order for you to get like an official diagnosis, you have to
Yeah.
have like a period of hypomania. I want to say for 7 days. If there's a
Mhm.
professional, please correct me. But I want to
Right.
say it has to be at least for 7 days or more of like hypomania.
Right. Right.
I personally have never been in a situation where I've been in like psychosis, thank God,
Right. Okay.
where
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like hallucinating and things
Yeah.
like that. But I think I can attribute that to the fact that I have support,
Right.
that I have
Yeah.
help, that when it does get really bad and the people around me realize that I ain't left the house in a couple days, people like you or
Right. Right.
Christy or
Right.
Lauren be
Right.
like,
Right.
girl, you ain't left. We going to
Yeah.
brunch on Sunday.
Right. Listen, you
It's
cannot
not an option.
you cannot post on Facebook for a while. I'd be like, let me check on such and such. You know what I mean? Because you just don't know. And some people are like, no, I'm just taking a social media break, or I'm just, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I
Yeah, like right now
understand.
I'm on a
But
social media break. So
right?
like my
You don't
Facebook is
know.
up, but I don't have it. It's not on my phone. I recently got back on Instagram because I was being nosy. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I was being nosy in somebody else's business. And I just
Don't
left it
ever
on
try to
there.
like expand because it'll love it. It'll when you're trying to look at other people's stuff, don't like screenshot it first, okay, and get it, and then look, okay. Don't try to expand anything because you end up tapping. I've been there.
And I was like, girl, let me put it. Now I have not put TikTok back on my phone
Uh-huh.
because I have a lot work is very busy for me right
Mhm.
now. I have like I'm in like an acting role right now and I have to be a professional.
Right,
So I
right.
have not got back on TikTok because I already know TikTok shop won't get me. Let me not be able to go to sleep at night. Next thing I know, all kind of dumb shit popping up on my doorstep because I done been on TikTok shop ordering leggings and fajas and socks and exercise equipment and dumb shit. So I'm not getting on TikTok because the devil not gonna get me.
Yeah, yeah. That thing got me. Got your girl. These glasses, TikTok. These glasses, this wig, TikTok. This necklace, TikTok. Okay.
I ain't
He
taking
got a
shit. I
fan
ain't
off of
talking
there. This
shit.
fan,
Nothing.
he got different modes and everything, girl. TikTok has me. So when you're saying, my daughter one day, she was like, I better not see another package on. I'm like, but They had a sale. Like, this is the cheapest I ever seen this. I need this. Girl, my camera's in my house. So I get it. No, I get it. Don't let me get you back on there. But I'm bringing
I'm
this
not
up
doing
to
it.
understand. I
I'm not
understand,
doing it. Between TikTok and Tamu,
girl.
my girl Tamu,
Yeah,
baby, it's like a 9,900 items in my cart right now. Hold on.
auntie.
Let me stop taking these meds for a couple of days and watch how much dumb
Oh
shit pop up in my
no, stay on the meds. Stay on the meds.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Lauren
Yes.
said supplements, exercise stuff, facial stuff. Yes, I got the whole thing of Medicube. I think that's what it's called. Listen, skin is glycerin, honey.
And
Okay.
look, it's working. Order you a refill. Cause look, hold on. I'm not
Yes.
the friend to tell you to stop no nonsense. I'm with the
No,
bullshit
I'm
every
gonna leave you
day.
to it, honey. I'll send you. I sent my friend yesterday. I sent her a link. You need to get this fan. I'm gonna have it in my showcase. Buy it.
And
Period.
I will.
Period. Period.
And I will, because it's been vetted. And I have and okay. I'm convinced that the devil invented Afterpay. Cause yes, I do have the $100 to get the whatever dumbass shit, a dog wig. I do.
Ooh. Yes. Afterpay,
But why would I do that
Affirm.
right now when I know I don't have no business buying a underwater basket weaving kit? I don't
Right.
have no
Right.
business
Like
doing that.
why? Because you'll get that, and it goes back into you starting stuff and not being able to finish it. And it's like, why did I buy that? Like, I am telling you right now, my listen, Rome moved out on me. Okay, my grandbaby gone, child, and Skylar is not really here that much because she's over. You know, she lost her grandfather a couple of months ago, so she's been over there helping her grandma out and being there for her. So it's literally pretty much just me and Timu. Like, I'm making plans in my head what to do with these this empty bedroom upstairs. Like, and I could just see and vision. I got too much time on my hand to be thinking about all this stuff. That
Well,
I
if you want
want
to
to
go
do.
to Home Goods next week, call me, girl, because I'm up.
Yes, yes, we might have to do a little shopping together and looking at some things. So I'm gonna definitely hold you to that. But I do want to ask now. So what helps you? Like, what is something that you do to cope? So you have your medicine, right? Your medication. What else? Is it just depending on family and friends to talk to calm
I
you
hate to
in your
sound
cup?
cliche, but definitely taking a walk. Um,
Mm,
I'm a podcast girly, so
okay.
I generally will turn on a podcast. It's usually like an NPR, like I listen to like Reveal or it
Right, right.
depending on what I need. It may be a true
Uh-huh.
crime. I might sit and binge
Oh,
like something stuff there's a podcast called Stuff You Should Know, and it's real nerdy. I be nerdy sometimes. Um so just
mm,
depending on what I feel like I need
right,
to say,
right.
but just to kind of have it in my ear. And the other thing that's been super helpful is cleaning. Cleaning.
Oh,
Um, hey, you be sweating because you already know we come from black households. So
hmm,
I'm in baseboards, I'm in crevices.
right,
I got
right.
we gloved up.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna
yeah,
pass out because I didn't mix all the chemicals they said you ain't supposed
right.
to mix. And this
And then being out
because if you
cold,
ain't
you're
about
like,
to
what are
pass
you
out, it's not
doing?
clean.
Right,
Are your
right,
eyes
right,
burning? Then put some
right,
more bleach in it.
right, right, right. We gotta make
Right?
sure this is clean. Yeah,
But it
yeah.
does it's I mean, and I guess it's similar to what exercise does where, like get you that hit that
Right.
your brain needs. And then not only that, once you feel better, you
Mhm.
wake up to a clean space. And then
Yeah.
also having a routine.
Okay.
Having a routine. And hopefully your routine does not include negative things.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I know. Like for some folks with ADHD, one of my coaches on TikTok, or I got a TikTok coach. That's a whole nother story. But she suffers from ADHD really bad. But they always talk about having a routine, having a checklist. They don't want to get off of their because they feel like if they get off of this, it's just not gonna be a good thing. They want to go right now, step one, step two. Don't you go from 3 to 5 and skip 4? Like it'll just
Oh no,
throw.
don't do that.
You
It
said
throws
it
the
was
whole
at
thing off.
5. Now you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that's already some of me in there. You know. But I definitely feel like, people sharing their stories, and I mean, I just learned a lot from you. I had no idea that that's what bipolar would look like. Like
Yeah,
even the
and
behavior,
it looks
nothing. I
different.
thought it was somebody that was just moody. Like today they're like, "Hey girl," and then I was like, like, "So what the heck is wrong with you?" Well, that type of thing. But it's so much more. It's so much
And it's
more.
difficult because, I really am a happy person. I really am a smiley person. I
Hmm.
really, or when I'm
Yeah.
normal, right? This is not fake. This
Right.
really is my real personality. But if I start talking and
Mhm.
I just don't stop,
Right.
that's when my support system come in, like the
Right.
Lauren and my partner
Right.
and things like that.
Right.
They like, hey,
Tap tap tap. Yeah.
hey, friend. And Lauren's so cute because she'll do this to me all the time. She be like, "You take your meds lately?"
Right.
And it's
Like
from a
like.
place, and I know it's from a place of love. It's from a
Uh,
place of concern because they want to make sure I ain't flying off the rails. Or if I call
right.
like, "Bitch, I'm buying a new car today," they be like, "Wait, wait, wait.
Right. 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 Right.
What's
Yes.
what's wrong with the Maserati?
Right. Right. That's
Nothing.
not
I'm
good
just
enough.
fine."
Yeah.
They like, "No,
Hmm.
but you're not. We're gonna go get
Right.
some tacos. So you're gonna take your meds, and then we're gonna be
And it
okay."
was
I'm like,
good. Yes.
okay. Um. So yeah, it is. I mean, it's this really is my genuine response. And for
Right.
the let the record show, I have been taking my meds, and I'm doing really well. Okay. So what y'all getting today is me. This is
Right. Right. Right.
this is
This is
me
your
at
level.
at
Yeah.
this is me at
The good.
55. I'm
Right. Right.
we cruising. This is me
Right.
cruising, right?
Wow.
So yeah, and as you age, as I've aged, I should say,
Mhm.
the things I do to cope, the things I do to manage my symptoms, all of those things they change
Right.
because
Right. Okay.
I'm not supposed to be the girl I was yesterday.
Do you think? Well, I know you're only 33, but things like in menopause or hormonal changes, like how this. Okay, I guess you know where I'm about to go with this. How do you think that that plays a role? Because I would think that that play.
I don't even know because the first time I had a hot flash, girl, I went to the emergency.
Not the emergency room.
I
Oh
did. I
my
didn't know what the
god.
fuck was going on. Bitch, I was hot inside. I went to the ER. It was like, and it was so cute. The lady
Oh,
was an older white nurse. She was so cute. She was like, "It sounds like you having a hot flash." I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Oh, I know." I was like, "I'm too young to be
right.
doing that."
What
The
is
fuck?
this?
So
Yes.
honestly, I don't know, but now you've kind of
Okay.
piqued my interest, and I feel like I should start looking at some like actual studies to see if anyone
Right.
has looked at the correlation and the relationship
Mhm.
between those two things. Because honestly,
Right.
this
Right.
perimenopause, I don't know how much perimenopause at 33, but it's wild.
Yeah, that's really early, girl. You definitely need to look into that.
Ugh.
You know. So, and I don't know anything, sadly, because my mom was gone so early. She was gone at 45 from breast cancer. So I don't know what it looks like. So sometimes I feel like I'm having a hot something, but I'm like, this is just probably this wig, or I didn't been
I
this
hate you.
fat. I'm a big
You know
girl,
why? That's that simple. That's because your ass on TikTok getting TikTok wigs. That's what it
girl.
is. Don't try to
No,
blame this on no hormones.
listen. The one like my background right here, that wig right there, girl. That's my girl. That's
That's a good
Sheila.
wig.
That's Sheila E right there. Girl, we
Fun
had a
fact, I
time.
ain't never worn a wig. I'm scared of wigs.
Girl, they fun, but you cute. You cute with your little natural. I'm sure people tell me I'm cute with my natural, but
You
I like my
are.
natural blonde and short. Because
I
this
love
stuff
it.
that I got going on with this gray and sticking up, no, the grays is a whole nother level. They just do whatever they want. But yeah,
Let
but
it
enough
get
about
wild.
me.
Let your hair be wild and free yourself.
Woo, woo.
I like
Yes,
it natural.
I'll free myself in some braids.
Good. I'm about to
No,
hang up.
I'm
Pop.
thinking
It's
about
over. The show is over.
once I can get it into probably a ponytail or something like that. I wanted a pixie cut, but I don't want to get. a perm. You know what I mean? Like I've stayed away from the perms. I'm very, very natural now. So I don't want to go down that road. So, but
Please
I
don't do the
did bring
pre-med.
that up because not the perms. I brought up the menopause and premenopause only because I have a cousin that I know has this issue with birth control pills because it, you know, conflicts with her bipolar, being bipolar. Yes. So,
Oof.
um, yeah,
Team hysterectomy.
yes,
I'm
it is.
here. I
Yeah,
wear white pants 365.
yes. So
So
it's
I
like
don't know nothing about
certain
that life.
meds, yeah, like gets in the way of, you know, things sometime and then probably can't really take it, while she's pregnant, breastfeeding,
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that type of stuff. Yeah. So you got these kids and then, you can't be on this medicine while you're breastfeeding. So like what happens to your mental health? What happens if you start getting postpartum depression and on all of that other stuff? So it's definitely, yeah, a lot. I might get her on here one day to share her story too, because that was a reason I did the podcast because I wanted everyday people like us to be able to have a voice and to be able to speak on things that they, want to talk about, you know. So I thank you
Yeah.
for coming on here, being so open. I
Thank
mean,
you
I
for
learned a lot, because I mean, you were always a fun girl. You still are. This hasn't changed the fact that you were a fun girl.
and I
And
season coming, girl.
yeah, just I mean, always had a good time, like going to Tiffany house and hang out and stuff like that. So, but I'm a praying person, so I'm definitely gonna always keep you in my prayers and stuff like that because we need you, honey. I need you here. So please, you can always reach out to me. Cole, I need you. I'll be right on over there. What we gonna do? We gonna get in the pool? Look.
And it is. They'll be here to open that pool up.
Yes,
When I
yes.
schedule
All
something
right.
like mid-May, they'll be here to open up
Because
the
I said that
pool.
pool right there is a comfort for mental health. Just
It
getting in
really
the
is.
pool, doing a couple laps.
Just laying, just
Backstreet, yes, yes, all of that. Yes, all
so.
of that.
But
Yes.
yeah, I definitely appreciate you,
Yeah.
calling me and
Yes.
asking me to
Yes.
come on, and I
Yes.
hope this was good and
It was. It
informational.
was. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have you back. I mean, I'm not inviting anybody crazy on my show when I mean like doing some wild stuff. And I like and I'm talking
We talk about that offline.
yo.
This off script, but we talk about that offline.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, my guests, I respect my guests a lot, and that's why I have you guys come on and I reach out and be like, hey, you want to come through and just talk? So I appreciate you coming through and just talking and sharing, your story. And like I said, I've learned a lot. I think other people who will watch this will learn a lot, maybe even behaviors to look out for, because this is all new to me. So I would have had no idea. Somebody named Art, oh Lord. Arch BLG, Arctic BLG says, "Hey Tiff," but they are on YouTube.
Oh, look, y'all be
It's on
having these little
YouTube,
aliases on YouTube. Like y'all, do you got warrants?
right? Like
Who is you? Who sent you?
I don't know who that is, but that's what they said. They said, "Hey Tiff," they got some
Hey,
hearts and stuff going on, so they probably tell you who they are. Listen, I can't talk about nobody with no aliases because I slam got 3 alias pages, so it is what it is. Look,
crazy. But yes, thank you.
yes,
Definitely. I appreciate you having me
I
anytime.
do have one question. This off script.
I don't like surprises.
I don't think it's that bad, but I'm just thinking about how you cope. Do you still have the pole? Do you,
Yes,
you do?
I still have my pole,
Okay.
but
Oh
it
no.
but it is in the garage
Okay.
because as you see, the ceilings are very high in my
Yes.
new home.
Yes.
And so I need to get the extender
Okay.
because
Okay.
the my pole doesn't reach. So I have to get the extender and then I can a
Okay.
a.
Okay. All
And
right.
I'm sure my man is probably like, No, you're not. If you don't sit your old
We
ass
need to have
down,
a
so
girls' night. No, we need to have a girls' night, and the poll maybe
let
something that we
me go.
need to relax
Let me
and
go
have
order
some
my
fun.
extender. I need to go on. Let me go on and order
Yeah,
my extender.
go get on TikTok. Let's do Amazon or something. I don't want you to fall into the hole.
No, don't see you're not about to do that to me. You're not about to have your TikTok buying your pose.
Maybe that's what I'll do in my extra room up there.
You should.
I heard it's a really good workout.
You don't need to put it in
Somebody,
the extra room, girl. Put it in the living room. What you got to put in the extra room
girl,
for? Put it in the kitchen.
my kids would hurt me if they come over here and see
They
that.
are you
Mom, what are
grown.
you
Tell them stay out
doing?
of grown folk business.
Girl, Rome, grandma. Oh my God. We are all off subject and it's okay. I went to Vegas and I had a picture with, what was that guy named, the model? I can't even think of his name. Dyson, whatever his name was.
Tyson,
Yeah, Beckford. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
girl. I was on his lap, honey, and it was all the Chippendales behind me. Okay, and I had the picture up in like on my perfume stand or something. I don't know. Them kids up in my room going through stuff. Your boy come downstairs, bopping his little head, coming over there. Grandma, what's this? I was horrified.
If you don't put my stuff back, little boy.
And his mother comes giggling behind him. I'm like, this is why I don't like y'all in my room right here. Because now, what am I going to tell my grandchild, right? What am I going to say? And so then he was really into The Rock, and stuff like watching on YouTube. He says, Grandma, are they wrestlers? I said, yes.
Yes.
That's what they are. They're wrestlers. You got it, baby. So he's like, okay, yeah, I like wrestlers too. I'm like, honey.
They wrestlers.
Yes. Wrestle me.
So
They
cute.
said this is Jermaine, Germain.
Yes, hi Jermaine.
Yes, that's Jermaine saying ATIF. He said he's sorry. It's okay, Jermaine. We have it on Facebook and YouTube, so you can definitely check it out. This has been a very, very informative, great conversation. I appreciate Tiff's folks coming through, supporting her. I'm so glad that she's in good hands. I really am. Because a lot of this stuff I am just learning. So, I'm going to be on you too. Make sure you're straight. Girl, because right now, it's a whole lot going. We got 3 more years. We got 3 more years. We got to get in this together.
You know what? I think I smelled that plant burning. Let me go check this. Let me go check on this fire.
Looking kind of like inviting right now. So
I think I smell a fire.
Girl, I'm telling you, honey.
I guess I will see you soon.
Yes.
Hopefully
soon. Summertime. I'm coming through.
In real life. Don't play with me.
In real life. No, in real life. I'm coming. I will be there. I'm staying the night too. It's like, no, I'm coming.
There is a room. We don't do no drinking and driving here because we too.
Okay. Keep moving further. Everybody keep moving further and further out. But I get it though. I get it.
Lay your ass
I get it. Okay.
Take your wig off and lay down.
Oh no. Girl. Shoot. All right. Well, thanks, Tiff. Thanks for coming on again. I mean, I really appreciate you taking time out to share your story. And I love your support system and stuff like that. And so until we talk again, because I have another episode that I wanted you to participate in. So I will probably see you in a few.
Yes.
All right. All right, girl. Have a good night. Bye.